watching Outsiders with Rowan Malarkey, Dean, and Rita whatever. And I'm James Morrow. And this is the part of the show where if you don't get enough U.S. politics every Friday night at 8 p.m. with the U.S. Report, you can catch up on all the latest right here. And oh, how much there is to catch up on. Because this week, the world was treated to news of a new legal strategy that you can use to get out of pretty much any crime, even a serious federal matter like leaving boxes of classified material all over your house where anyone, even your drug-addicted, hooker-bagging fail son, might be able to find them. You see, it's simple. Just act like this.
Choose my words. There's some movement. There's been a response from there's been a response from the opposition. Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here to help make this a reality. I know I'm the most pro-union, anyway.
Mr. President, we love you. We love you. Why are you riding a bike? Is it because of petrol prices? Or? Oh!
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap.
That's right. All you have to do is act like a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory, which is exactly how Department of Justice Special Counsel Robert Hur described Joe Biden in his 300-plus page report on Joe Biden's mishandling of classified documents, which he kept all over the place, it turns out, even in the garage where he kept his classic Corvette. You see, according to her, Biden may very well have known what he was doing, but because of his various memory problems, as well as his cognitive issues, plus his general demeanor, well, Hur thought that there was no way that they could actually bring a successful prosecution. In other words, Biden got a get-out-of-jail-free card simply for being Joe, which I guess means next time you get pulled over for speeding or audited by the tax authorities or caught with something you shouldn't have, don't ask for a lawyer, just sniff their hair. And maybe for good measure, use the old Creepy Joe whisper and say, I didn't do it. Now, all jokes aside, and of course, this is not legal advice, so don't come crying to me when you get locked up, this is really grim because Joe Biden, we are told, is simultaneously too addled to prosecute, but also entirely compos mentis enough to run the country. Mm-hmm. And insanely, when he decided against what I can only presume was the advice of every White House employer from the chief of staff down to the janitor, he managed to prove Hur's point, or at least half of it. Because he didn't seem amiable at all at his press conference on Friday. In fact, he got downright shouty. But he still managed to make a number of gaffes, including mixing up Egypt with Mexico.
As you know, initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow humanitarian material to get in.
Man, I don't know about you, but I could sure go for a hummus enchilada right now. But anyway, I guess that's an easy sort of mistake to make. I mean, both countries have pyramids, after all. Now, the White House is running for cover on this whole thing, as you can imagine, and the Wall Street Journal has reported that the White House is full of panic, fury, and blame after the whole debacle of the last few days. And even CNN, this is, by the way, how bad it's getting, CNN is doing fact-checking, finding that Biden lied at least 3 times during that disastrous speech and press conference.
Just not true, John. This report from the special counsel includes photos. Those photos include shots of a box just sitting in President Biden's Delaware garage. The special counsel described it as a badly damaged box sitting amid household detritus. So there was some material that was in cabinets, locked or lockable, as the president said, but all of it certainly not. And that open, unsealed, damaged box included, according to the special counsel, highly sensitive, top secret material about the war in Afghanistan.
Oh. So, serious stuff there, and tellingly, the White House has also gone the full George Orwell, not for the first or, I fear, the last time. And guess what they've done? They've disappeared the disastrous post-report press conference from their own YouTube channel.
Wow.
And I have to admit, even I felt almost, not really, but almost a little bit sorry for poor old Karine Jean-Pierre,
Communist.
sent out there to clean up this mess. Have a look at this.
If the special counsel says President Biden has got significant limitations on his memory, then who is helping him run the country?
The President of the United States runs the country. The Commander-in-Chief runs the country.
Yeah, sorry, I take it back. Check this out.
Language after the President stopped her.
Answer the question, Karine. Come on. Anyway, again, a political comedy. As political comedy, this is gold. But as real life, this is terrifying. Because, again, while Vladimir Putin was giving Tucker Carlson 1,200 years of Russian history, Joe Biden was getting angry because he was being kept from his ice cream. Don't think that Putin and Xi and the Ayatollahs and the North Koreans and everybody else are not watching this farce and thinking, how far can they play their hands while Joe Biden is still in office?